NationWalkToos.com. What's up, everyone? It's Rebel 8. Playing Borderlands still. And we're continuing our ascent to the vault. Almost there. Actually, by the end of this video, we'll be at the entrance of the vault. And next video, we're going to be battling the final boss. As I mentioned a jillion times already in the other videos, I'm playing, or at least with the ascent to the vault, I'm playing as a Mordecai, hunter class, and I have the skill that penetrates the shields, so that's why all these guardians are dropping like flies. And if you're level 35 in any other class and you don't have any sort of shield breaking mechanism, class mod, whatever, then that part's not going to be as easy as it seems to be, because I've played the other classes and I've beaten this the game, whatever, and this is a freaking walk in the park compared to playing as the assault class or playing as Lilith, the siren class. So either way, the other class is just a little bit more challenging. Yeah, it makes it a little bit more fun, I guess. Whatever. So, pretty much all the way up to the top, it's going to be more the same. There's a bridge kind of up ahead, and a save point, as you can see in the distance. To the right, you can see there's kind of an area up there. If I'm not mistaken, there's a red chest. Yeah, there is. 2 red chests, I think. You don't have to go up there. I went ahead and went up there anyway. Mainly because I think I'm close to leveling up, and I just want to get as much XP as I can to make sure I'm level 36 by the time I get to fight the final boss. But regarding the game itself, there's a lot of great things about this game, then there's a lot of things that are disappointing about this game. More, to me, there's where the game makes up in being disappointing is that, next to Halo and probably Call of Duty, this is probably one of the best first-person shooters out there. That's what makes this game great, that it feels good. It feels polished when it comes to the shooting mechanics. Especially with the variations of weapons they offer, from like the shooting speed all the way to how when you point a gun, how it sways, different sounds. They got that down. What I would have liked to seen is if they maybe had like another couple months to just really clean up a lot of the glitches in this game. Man, that drove me nuts. That, and it seemed like they did play tests, had this game play tested, but again, I don't know, maybe they should have brought in a different group to get a different opinion, because there's a lot of things, for example, like when you are going to a location, sometimes the game doesn't, especially in the Rust Commons area, you'll have the location you need to go to pretty close to you, but you have no idea, so you have you follow the map and you're going all around the place just to get to the one area you could have just fast traveled to. It could have helped a lot if in the context of the mission it said somewhere that what area you actually had to go to. And, that's a minor quip, but still, I think it could have helped the game out a lot. The other thing too is I really didn't like the hand holding so much either. So when you get to an area, and a good majority of the missions will tell you where the things are, For example, there's a good exception. Like anytime you have a scavenger mission, the game tells you where to what area you need to go to look for the the parts of the weapon. And in this game, that's the most time I spent actually looking for something. And to me, that's it's a more rewarding when you just know the area you need to get to and you find things on your own, or you figure things out on your own. With the other example, or some of the other missions, or pretty much every other mission that wasn't a scavenger mission, it showed you exactly where you had to go. Like, you go to an area, for some reason, like the bandit keys and Old Haven come to mind, where it shows you exactly where to go to get the bandit treasure, and then it shows you exactly where all the keys are hidden. And to me, that's just following the leader, like telling you to go from one area to the next without having to figure out anything on your own. I don't know. That's my biggest quip about this game, is that I think it could have been better in that regard. So anyways, this area right here, once you get past that little hill, you're gonna get rushed by like I think they sent like 5 of the badass guardians at you. So just be ready once you get to this area here. And if you're able to, you want to try and isolate and fight the guardians one-on-one, because having 4 or 5 of those guys in front of you and not having like that class skill that Mordecai has here, where it breaks the shield immediately, man, it's really tough and you get overwhelmed. And if you're the soldier class, throw down the turret there, and then flank the guardians while they're trying to take out the turret. If you're the siren, then just take out as many as you can, and if you start to get hurt, just take off. Use her phase walk to just back out of there. So what's gonna happen is again, there's some more the Sarah Guardians in the sky. Want to take those out, and there's some more what do you call it, dudes? The Crimsons. And once you get to the top, they release like 4 more Guardians, I think. 4 more of the badass Guardians. And so you really want to be careful and just pace yourself up here. But for the most part, that's it. I mean, once you take care of those guys, you're in the clear. And then, just as I mentioned actually in the last video, collect everything you need. Make sure you're fully set up before you go into the vault, because you immediately will start fighting the boss. And everything you have here is what you're going to take with you. So if you're low on bullets, just keep looking around and opening up crates and trying to get as many bullets of whatever weapon you're using. But make sure, just to be sure, to take every class of weapon with you, just in case you run out of bullets of the main gun you use. Because, as I mentioned before, final boss isn't hard. It just takes a lot of shots to kill him. So with that said, I'll see you guys in the next video where we take on the final boss. Alright, see ya there. Peace.